Okay, I think I'm live. So, because Julian's commentary is out of sync, I thought I'd comment on my channel. I'm just going to try and um, there could be a little bit of life left in this game anyway, even though it's 6-1. Um, Let me just comment on in the actual stream so people know. Not that they give a flying. Of course, of course. Why has it just stopped? Usual bullshit. Can't get down to the screen. Tool. All right, I don't know why I even bother. It's just ridiculously slow. I spent like two thousand loads of money on a new computer, and it's just ridiculously slow. I don't even know if this is broadcasting. Um, just won't let me do what I want to do, and I want to scream "fuck" in a very loud voice. But also, not having the sounds of the checkers is really off-putting. Come on, you. Okay, so I've got sound. Here I am. Here I am. Just a little bit aggravated. 6 mile run. Haven't replenished the loft alkalines yet, so I think my temper's a little bit testy. But Engin can definitely come back here. It's only 6-1. He's feeling the knot of his tie. What's he doing? Well, he's big favourite to win this game anyway. Why hasn't he cubed? So he's just rolled 6-3. Was it a cube before, maybe? Probably not. He's a big favourite though. 32, 49, 50, 55, 42. Okay, 51. Oh, he's on roll, cubing. Yeah, 51, 55. So it's just takeable. It's takeable. Oh, God, this fucking computer. Piece of shit. So slow. I don't know what it is. Close programs. Close. Force quit. Yes. So Afshin takes like a good boy. That's a good roll. What did he roll? 4-3. I'm only half looking at the screen and half trying to fix my computer, hoping that Jeff Hall's going to say he's going to stay for a few games and then. But he's got to go. Okay, there I am. If I don't think there are any viewers at all, which is about right for the mood. The mood is on delect. I don't know why it's in French. Yeah, he's going to lose again. So actually he's going to win this game. What? I don't know what he rolled. I don't know what he rolled. Oh, please, just work. Something work. It's very close. It's like even, very even money with what's his name on roll. No, that's not what I want. I want to get the unusual position. 2 checkers left on the 6 point. Bill double 3. Why? I can't remember what to click to get what I want on the screen. I want to get the chat. I want to get the chat, Mrs. Bubs. All right. What did he roll? What's going on? Okay, Afshin's still favourite. Maybe, what am I talking about? Was he? No. But he's a lucky little. Engin's roll like a 3-2 or a 3-1, I think. 3-2, of course. Calls it. Calls it. Why? Shut. No volume. I don't want any volume. No. Get this volume off. How do I get this off? Ah, here we go. Okay. All right. So 8-1. Engin didn't actually end up winning the game. Gonna get cracker. Oh, it's always nice. We need the Crawford sign. I can't. That really bugs me when there's no Crawford thing on the scoreboard. You have to have. Engin's doing his little like. I don't know what he's saying. I mean, sorry, it's got to be completely irrelevant. And actually being polite and listening to it. What's he saying? He's inscrutable, old Engin. I can't work out what he's talking about, ever. Can we have some backgammon? Alright, so 8-1. There's no Crawford. There's no Crawford label on the scorecard, even though those scoreboards cost about £65. Or maybe there is. Feels like I should be able to work out what they're saying, but okay. Engin's shaking, so he's going to roll. Right, so he splits 5-2 hits. I can hardly see the dice. Engin always like bows into the board as he plays his checkers. 5 comes out. Get on with it. That's really nice because it redistributes the checkers perfectly. I don't know who that is watching. Oh, I do know. I saw him yesterday. I don't remember his name. It's 2-1. I never know how to play this. I would probably, if it wasn't gammonish, a gammon score, I'd probably just do what he did, split to 22. But maybe this is too dangerous. Maybe it's too dangerous because Engin. Now you've only got 3 checkers on the mid. Gets more difficult to play. Engin should just hit immediately. I don't know why. Just immediately. What is there not? What is there? No, no, no. What? No. Just no. Why you? What? Why make the anchor? 6-4. I think he should just hit. I don't know why he made the anchor there. I don't have XG, but I'm pretty sure that was wrong. And I think he needs to hit as well. They're both not hitting, but when you don't hit, you don't send the guy back. So this isn't ideal, but you've got to send him all the way back. It's only 4s and 2s that hit back, plus 3, 6. 3-1's okay. I mean, it's playable. I would just come in on the 24 and play 13-10, although that does strip the mid. Maybe you play 32 and, yeah, 22 and 5. Okay. Don't know. Without, just visually, it's probably reasonable. Here, you probably need to hit to stop him making the 5. Otherwise, you probably prefer to make the 9 point. But he can still make the 5. He can still come in really nice numbers like this one. And Afshin has some good rolls. He's got some crappy rolls as well. 4-1's fine. So Engin's like a 60-40 favourite after this play. Like, just plays 14-9. There you go. Engin will roll a 6-2. This is tricky. I never know how to play these. Everyone like makes the bar immediately. I don't know. Maybe it is right. Because you make a 5 prime, but you do want to get the checkers out from the 20 points, so it's not clear to me. So you're still primed, but then you couldn't make a play which didn't leave a shot, so I don't know. Illegal. There we go. Cheaty. Little cheat. Harmless cheating. Oh, sorry, mate. I would not. It just seems like he has to slot the 7 point, though he just doesn't want to get hit. So I don't understand why It's so immediately obvious to me that he should do this because it doesn't seem to make sense. So the logic of it isn't immediately concordant with the visual aspect. Double 2, maybe just make the 11. So the automatic play is just to do this and make the 7. It could be right, but the problem is that you don't block 6s. Not just double 6, but any 6. Okay, well, it's not going to matter. This is Bubbles. What do you mean 6-6 Engin? So Engin should just win this game really without much of a problem. He's well up in the race, well ahead in the race. And there's not much shot leaving prospects against a 22-point anchor. Just whatever, play it to the 7, come on. No, why do that? Why would you do that? I have no patience for that play. So bring that in. You've got to bring them in, right? So that's clear. Bring that into the 6 point. And since you have to bring one in, you're not going to make a big mistake. It doesn't matter whether you bring it into the 3-2 or the 1 point, really. But most people would play it to the 2 point because you're going to make the 2 point. 3 watches is about right. This is a little bit awkward. I didn't get a real lock on the starting position, but this leaves some awkwardness. Could he do better than this? Got to pay very close attention to the checker configuration in bearings. Mainly because it happens, these positions happen over and over and over again, so it's good to be able to manage them. So 6-1, what, let them see the starting position, but obviously he couldn't make the 2-point, otherwise he should have done. But anyway, Engin should just win this game and go 2-8 down, and then cube next go, and maybe win a little backgammon or gammon. Keep the match going. Right. Very deliberate, old Afshin. Very kind of, in other words, get the hell on with it. Okay. I don't know what he should have done there, but I'm being unfair. A6. Yeah, so this is the thing. You do want to clear the points, but actually, I think maybe someone needs to write an article on this. The value of the competing objectives of either clearing from the rear or bringing checkers in. Very important to bring checkers in, so that you can start bearing them off. What's he? What's he got? Okay. But I think I would have done what Engin did. So it's like the worst, because it leaves a shot. It's one of the only ones that leaves a shot. I think he's going to hit, right? What a lucky fish. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, lifting seems right. So he's what, 70% favourite now? Not anymore. No. What? Is that right? Is that right? I think he should have hit. I would have hit. Maybe I'm going. I mean, he's way up in the race. It doesn't necessarily make sense to hit, but he wants to win a gammon, and now it's difficult to. You rate that little word. You're likely to leave a shot anyway in this variation. So maybe it's just best to try and give the shot immediately and then kind of win a gammon. And some of the logic here is that if you're up in the race, you should just try and get closer, I think, even if it leaves more shots. But having said that, Afshin's going to be forced to break the 18 with a 6, and a 5 is questionable whether he wants to break his board or break the 18. So I'm getting confused here. Yeah, what would happen if Afshin rolls a 5? Suppose he just breaks his board, in which case Engin should have just come forward, because now he's still far back. However, with the 4, we could break the 18 and just leave indirects. But I don't get. I mean, it could be right. I don't see why you would break the. I guess he wants to not have to break the 18 if he rolls a 5 next go. No. This is just a typical horrible play. You can't do this. Why would you just not come closer? You're up in the race, and now you just burn a man for no reason. And now you've got much further to get through. You've got to roll a 9 or above. Whereas if you come to the 14, it was only a 7. Okay, so yeah, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to do that. But this game Engin should win. I mean, he's like a 90% favourite here. Welcome welcome to my 3 viewers. This is the semi-final of the fighters. The winner of this is going to play Radu, who's going to do his weird rolling thing. Kind of over twist, whatever it is. Okay, so 8-2. My keyboard's a little bit dirty. No, they're not having a break. Okay. All right. I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere, baby. I think maybe they're fixing the commentary, the syncing of the commentary. I'm guessing. Sorry for the cracker. In which case, I'll just turn the stream off. I'm assuming that's what Mate is doing now. We can have a little match review. How about that? Sort of always watching it in the bathroom, but I don't know why. Oh, yeah. I remember. Engin didn't think this was a cube. Yeah, I'm not sure. I always undervalue ankles for the defensive side. So, mm. The argument against cubing, I mean, what can happen is that, yeah, that triggered me. The way Afshin hit the clock before actually putting the cube in his side. Yeah, what can happen is that Afshin can just come in, and Engin's checkers are all the way back, and it's like almost like an even money. Or it's a bit of an exaggeration, but White's got no advantage. But then again, if Afshin doesn't come in, then Engin's kind of got a free roll, free ride. So, what's going on? If they fix the... I think the best match that I've watched so far is Raj against whoever it was, can't remember. It was a good match. Raj played really well. Oh yeah, Pete. Pete's improving for sure. Just needs to iron out a few... What's that? Who's that meant to be? Yeah. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. Just see if it's going to restart. I think they were restarting the stream. In which case I'm not needed. Um, well, it's a shame because I would have liked to see the end of that. Um, I'll leave my stream on just in case it starts up and they haven't fixed the commentary. And then Julian can be talking a little bit more about Zonk. That's on Mr. Zonky. Tell you what, in the meantime, I'm just going to go through this lovely little match that I picked up on, thanks to Marta. So Steve will be playing at bottom. So this happened yesterday, actually. Afshin obviously won, I presume, although he's in the fighters bracket. Am I gonna go through this? No, I don't think so. Don't like the colours. And the picture's not clear enough either. Let me return. Oh, so Nick's gone offline for maybe he's having a little snooze. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't know exactly. Don't know exactly what happened there. Just going back to this match. Oh, that was last night, was it? I was going to go back to this match with Engin and just sort of talk nonsense about it, review, see what happened. I don't think anyone would be interested in that, but I've got nothing else to do. So that was... Oh, it just hasn't come up yet. Oh, I see, right. Okay, I did click on the first one. Oh, there it is. So if we go forward to about here, how about that? I don't know if I can... It's so slow and deliberate. Oh my God, what's... Oh, okay, so he's... I guess he's thinking... Okay, it wasn't. It was a sort of a semi-think. Puts it on the bar. Okay. What's the delay for? Maybe he should just hit on the 2 point. And that he kind of plays it quite quickly. And now it's a cube. Now the cube. And it's one of those, like, I didn't cube last go when it was stronger. Well, maybe it wasn't stronger, but it was close to being a similar. It was kind of deceitful. Opening pass route. I don't know if that's a pass. Hasn't even hit you yet. He hasn't even hit you. So this is the review. This is how it got to where it was. So then it went to 4-0. I see. Yeah, he splits with 2-1. 6-3. He shouldn't run because he's behind in the match. Maybe I should speed it up a little. That's what I'm. Of course. What am I thinking? We go on double speed. Okay, so then he rolled a 5. I think it was a 4-2. What was it? 5-3. Even on double speed, they're a little bit kind of stodgy. So classic position, but Engin hits. That's always a bummer when you make a kind of an 18 point and you're slowly bringing the game round, but then the guy hits you on the outside, and then it scuppers your whole game. I think you're going to be behind in the race, so in a way you probably want to stay back. But 8-3 is next to useless. So now if you roll like a 2-1, you can't hit. At this, I suppose you have to hit, but this is why you didn't want. Okay. You could have made the 4 point and hit loose, but it's usually not right to just make a point and then leave a block. It's better just a point on the guy's head. For obvious reasons. What was this? He's obviously going to pass, and it probably is a pass at this score. So this is the review. This is how it got to 4-1. I can actually text Afshin. The match is probably finished because there's a half an hour delay, and ask him whether he won or not. I know it gives it away, but whatevs. Yeah, the weak kind of pointing on the ace, which is always weird, and then you've got to come down because you've got to unstack. I mean, without even understanding anything about backhand, just redistributing checkers and you make the right play just by copying the computer. It's a stupid game. Doesn't make there's no brain, sort of any brain power involved or logic or anything. It's just like a simple thing that you have to remember, like a memory thing. Yep, definitely make the 5, and then okay. So Matt has just sent me. He's going to tell me, "Don't do that." Well, the commentary, you can't do this. No. Okay. I've got the stream. I've got the stream. He's giving me permission. I have his blessing. Okay. So I need to sort this out. Need to get Messenger open. Marta has it all under control. Incredible. What a guy. What a lovely man. What a handsome man. Okay, so Messenger is open, and then clicked on it, and nothing's happening. Right, okay. No, it is. Okay. No, don't do that. I'm being very patient. Okay. Oh, if you could only see how frustrating. Okay, if I copy, right click, copy. How about it? And then if I can get down to the other screen, because it's the Google Chrome window is on another screen, but sometimes it doesn't let me navigate. Well, it hasn't copied that at all. It lied. It didn't copy the link. Okay, now this should have copied it. Okay, so this is Matter's private stream. This is live. This is the stream. This is it from I think we can even put sound on. We can even have sound. So 8-4. Afshin jams out with a 3-1 cube. Okay, so he knows not to pass. That would be bad. Engin needs something nice here. He deserves it. 5-4 is not... You can kind of convince yourself that it's nice, but it's horrid. Because it's too fast, it's too much. 3-1 just plays 10-5, obviously. Afshin knows this one. No, this is bad. This is a really bad, naughty split. It's really bad to split here. 6-2 is kind of weak as well. Doesn't take advantage of... Don't pick the dice up. Doesn't take advantage of the fact that Engin... that Afshin missplit. Deserves to be punished. 2 down. Okay, so you've got to play safe and you've got to make the 10 point. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't make this play. I don't see why he wouldn't make this play. I can get some sound on. No, there is no sound. So he didn't, he just ran. I mean, I told him not to do that, but he should have just made... These are the things that... It's usually in backgammon, it's just luck that decides what happens, but there's some plays that can actually make a difference. Maybe that 5-3 was one of them. Engin can even think about making the 5 point. Or the 4. This is not immediately obvious to me. You are behind, and this can be dangerous. I don't know about this. Maybe 2 down. 2 down, I think, was my immediate instinct, but okay, 5-1. You can do no better than just make 5, which is good, which is fine. It just depends what Afshin rolls here. Like, and this, I don't think you can leave a shot, but you would like to make the 4 point, and I don't know whether you can come up either. I just don't know. I don't know what I would do. I think being behind and being sort of gammon save, I think this is too dangerous. Like, even if you just get pointed on with a 5-4, you could fan, you could end up losing a gammon from nowhere. So it's 50-50. Okay, he does hit. It's like you never know what Engin's going to do. He's sort of mercurial, but he should hit. Just play 6-5. Hope for like a 1-5 entry or something like that. Or like a 4-3, not 4-3, sorry, 4-2 or fan. Okay, now the gammon, it doesn't matter how slowly you hit the clock. If you're going to get gammoned, you're going to get gammoned. Okay, so he's going to play the 4 first. But he's going to roll a 4-1. You can see that Afshin's just lucky. He's lucky. 4-1 coming. 2-6 is bad. Probably better than a fan though. 2-6 is not even that bad. I was going to say really bad, but it's not actually that bad. It's just dependent on what happens here. 3-3 will make the 4 hit loose, maybe, as opposed to 3-2 hits loose, and then it's a bit of a distraction. You know what? I don't even get if it really doesn't bother me. I just sort of thought, well, is anyone watching this? I open up the window. Kind of makes it more interesting for me to watch it myself when I commentate, when I talk about it, because it gets me more engaged. So what did he do? Oh, he hit loose. What, he got hit back? Something of the kind of librarian when Engin. Right, this is just obviously the effect of his half moon glasses when he goes forward and he lets the dice drip out the cup. It's something reminds me of a librarian. Don't know why. Okay, what's going on? I think I'm streaming. I don't know. Okay. 5-5 is barely manageable, but it could just be a kind of a turnaround roll. Yeah, it's bad because there's so many numbers now for Afshin which are just fine to very, very good. Like 5-3, 5-6. 6-6 is not. I don't know what it is. It's good, but you don't get to hit the checker on the 8 point, and that's, I think, the checker that you wanted to hit. Doesn't he have one more? Okay, but even after, obviously hitting is fantastic. But because of the open 4 point, if I was Engin, I wouldn't be thinking like that the gammon is locked up. There's a lot of. It should be okay, but Afshin's got a 4 point board. I mean, I don't know. It's sort of not completely given that Engin's going to go 8 all, and he really wants to go 8 all. He doesn't really want to just win 2 points. I think he should just do what he wants to do here. I'm not sure. And you could play 11-5, 8-6, but you end up leaving the check. Is that more builders? You generally don't want to front load, as Mark always says, like because you reduce the number of hitters. Because when you've got a checker that hits with a 1, it only hits with 11 numbers. When you've got a checker that hits with a 2, it hits with 12 numbers, and it increases sort of exponentially. So I think I just would have played 17-9. Okay, so 2-2. Okay, I don't know why he's doing this sort of weird move order. It's annoying. But this is close. This is really close. This is like, what, 89% wins and very high gammon percentage, maybe 75, maybe a bit more. I mean, how many of the games are you going to lose, of which you win, are you not going to win a gammon in? A few. You don't win gammons all the time. But I guess you don't win gammons. It's a weird variation where you don't win a gammon is when you get hit late and you have taken some checkers off and you scoot around and end up winning a single game. I'm not sure he had to do that, but it's kind of normal. I'm not sure. So, meaning that the gammon is now he usually wins the gammon just by not getting hit. So question whether or not it was necessary just to take a checker off there. And there are lots of plays. That's got to be reasonable to do that. But now that Afshin's rolled big, it changes all the time. You see, now Engin's got to think about being a bit more aggressive, even though the gammon rate is still really high. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he just continues to try and play safe. The objective is just not to leave a shot. But unfortunately, whatever you do, sometimes you cannot brute force a gammon. Like, for example, in this scenario where your opponent rolls double six. Now your gammons are completely disappeared. No, he's got to play this anyway. So gammon's only happening if Engin kind of rolls a big set or a couple of big sets. A big set and Afshin would have to roll kind of badly. But I think I would take a big set here, leave a shot. The twos are duped. I would take a double five or a double four. That's got to be a good roll because it evens out, takes two checkers off. So a big set makes it close. Otherwise, no dice. Two is the worst. Maybe you can hit. No, he's not even thinking about running. I mean, okay, he is, but he's running for the five. That's fair enough. And it might be right not to run. I mean, Engin's still got 10 checkers off, but I would give it some thought. I wouldn't want to put my gammon. I wouldn't want to put myself in any jeopardy whatsoever. You've got to run now. Don't think Afshin can win this. Engin would roll 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Yeah, I think it wasn't Jin actually. Interestingly, successive 2-1s for Engin and boxes for Afshin. Afshin's smiling. Such a lovely man. Okay, there's Mr. What's it? I can't remember. It's Bird, isn't it? What's this? 5-1. Okay, not what you really want. I guess it's always better to win the opening roll. Yes, you roll like a 4-1, but I don't know the full theory on that. Okay, so but not after he rolls a 5-3. He's an underdog, I think, even though he's on roll. No, what is this? I thought he was just going to run to the 16, but this is just a sort of a brain fart Turkish play. This is just a weird. Sounds really racist. But just a weird Engin does these. Maybe 13-5 is fine. I'm not sure about running there, but what else could he have done? Now you can probably slot the 3-point. Or this. I wouldn't play 13-8, but this is good because it kind of promotes contacts. Am I going to be shut down for my Turkish comment? Especially in the light of what happened recently. Very insensitive. So he should just play. No, I don't. Coming up doesn't promote his objective, which is to try and Gammon Afshin. I mean, it just doesn't do anything for that. So he should have just played 8 to 5. Okay, yeah, 13-7. Try and make bar. A lot of sort of jerking. There's a lot of jerking around and sort of twisting and a lot of ticks. Can I say something nice about someone for once? I think I maybe might play 6 to 3 actually. Yeah, I think I probably would. I don't see why you should just always, if you're trying to win the game and win a gammon, you should just make the play that does that without really thinking about it. And now he's stripped his 8 point, so he can't really hit with a 5. He can, but he's gonna have to break the 8 to do that. 6-2 is like not the worst because it. Oh, I didn't see this. I didn't see this play at all, and I think it's right. My bad. Well played, Engin. I don't know why I didn't see that. I don't know what he should do. Really wants to come in on the 21. Maybe he can afford to do that because he's got a better board. Don't know if anyone's watching. Anyone watching? There's Lewis in the background. 4-1 is a really good number. Really important for Afshin to come in. And he's going to have to fade a double 6 or a 4 or a double 2. Double 3 doesn't hit. So yeah, and in those positions you need to think about, probably not going to do it, about leaving the checker there because you just need maximum contact. So it might well have been right to leave the checker on the midpoint. I keep looking. I haven't got my glasses on. I keep looking at the number of viewers, just checking that it hasn't. And I keep seeing something that looks like a 3. And I'm like, is it still a 3? Is it still? It seems to be a 3. Do I need to refresh? Maybe there's like a 0 that's been whitened out. I feel Engin deserves a little hit here. He's looks like he was convinced about coming. Yeah. Does he have to do that? Maybe. It's not nice. You have to go to the Tim Cross, the court of approval for running off anchor court before you leave your anchor, because otherwise you'll be sanctioned. But the thing is, when you leave your anchor, this is what happens. You just lose. You start fanning. Fan. Afshin's lucky. Of course. Will he roll it? No. Double 6 leaves a shot. There's some awkward numbers here. Yeah, maybe this. Because the other way leaves a bad double 6, doesn't it? So maybe you do this. I think I would. This leaves a bad double 6, which is it's really a disaster to leave a shot here. So I would do what I think his first thought was right. Of course, it's like unlikely that he does roll a double 6, but yeah, maybe you have to do this. This is, and it's just like you think, oh my god, it just gets worse and worse. So Engin makes the full board. And now 5-1. You're not going to break the 6 point if you roll a 5-1. Okay, I would never roll a 5-4 in that situation.